Hello and welcome everyone to the live version of my YouTube channel, Nancy Rebecca with Intuitive Mind. So super excited to be welcoming you all on this call as I'm talking about male and female energy, a powerful combination. And I have to say, since I talked about the masculine divine, and I've been talking about the feminine divine, it is really clear that we are still in the midst of doing a tremendous amount of healing when it comes to that, because people just had a lot of opinions, had a lot of triggers, had a lot of aha moments. So we're just going to do a little bit deeper dive today. But towards the end, I also have another kind of great meditation for you to try to see how male and female energy feels within your own body. But before I jump into that, I just wanted to do a big shout out to my brother Mike, who's been editing my videos. So we've kind of entered into this brother-sister relationship, talking about male and female, but we've entered into a brother-sister relationship where we're kind of collaborating on a lot of new things, and it's been really a lot of fun for me. So I just wanted to just drop a quick announcement that we've come up with a new project where, I've always worked with symbols and how symbols have meaning, and within the symbology and the meaning and the imagination can really pull through some incredible healing and shifting. So starting tomorrow on Friday, we're going to start releasing these short little mini symbol shifters, is what I call them, that are packed full of wisdom and knowledge, and of course always healing, as I am a healer. So I really would love it if you will at least definitely click subscribe, click the like button, make a comment, let us know how you like them, then we'll keep making them. And if it's like, not that great, then we'll stop making them. But I really appreciate how you all join in with everything that we're doing with the blue light and the human energy field. So let's get back to male and female energy. So what's fascinating about male and female energy and what's happening right now is I'm not talking about, okay, I was born in a female body, or you were born in a male body, or you identify as female and you're in a male body, or you identify as male and you're in you were born in a female body. Like all of that, that's definitely, we are learning and growing and understanding. And it's just like, I'm me and you are you, and what else matters, right? So there's a lot of that conversation going on, but I'm referring to energy, to pure energy. So we have that same kind of male and female energy in nature. So when there's more of that, we could call it the red energy, which is often identified as more of the masculine divine, that really helps the plants to grow and shoot up out of the earth and burst forth beautiful flowers. And then we have more of the receptive female energy, that is the seed that is semi-dormant in the ground, waiting for the warmth of the sun to come up to blossom the flower. So that's the kind of energy that I'm talking about. And I just want to mention this book again. I mentioned it last week, Male and Female Energies, The Balancing Act by Mary Ellen Flora. As I said, it's probably one of the best books that I have ever read on the subject. It is definitely, I think it was written 30 years ago. You can still get it through Amazon or through her personal website. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Okay, now, thank you for the color of my shirt. This is a gift that I got for my birthday. I just celebrated my birthday on Monday, and so this is my gift. And so I thought that I would put it on today. I love the color, so thank you. All right, lots of exciting things are happening. Lots of exciting things are happening as we are moving towards the spring equinox. So, the spring equinox is all about this balancing act. So, no matter how you identify, there are a lot of shifts going on within your own body. So, you're going to get to experience some of those energies yourself. So, like the sun is very expressive. The sun has this kind of outward radiance. So that would be more kind of considered working with the masculine divine energy. The moon is much more receptive. It's about the drawing in, it's about gentleness. And let's just remember that we are here as a spirit having a human experience. And what is so unique about being on the earth is that we, in many belief systems, in my belief system, that I came here so I could learn how to work with the powerful energies of the human body. So often, if I think about the blue star beings in Sirius, and they're blue and they're pretty neutral, they're pretty neutral, they're pretty very benevolent, they're not aggressive, they're not frightful, but you have to understand they live on a planet that's conducive to that wisdom and that knowledge and that gentleness. And guess what? We're moving in that same direction, but it just might take us a while to get there. So there are others who have chosen to be here on earth to learn how to harness, kind of lasso those powerful emotions and make them work for you. I mean, imagine kind of grabbing the sun and moving it around in your hands and then moving it back out again. I mean, this is what it's like to work with powerful energies in the body. However, we also have those very gentle, receptive energies of the body. And it's like we're learning how to express our gentle side, express our receptive side, that receiving. We're also learning how to be assertive, how to speak up. I mean, as a psychic working with over 20,000 readings, that would be probably at the top of the list after finding a soulmate. Then the next thing is I want to use the power of my voice. I don't speak up. I'm a wallflower. So you need more of that masculine divine, that more kind of assertive, that outward push to be able to express that. So I just wanted to be able to identify more of the male female frequencies that we're talking about. Now, over 5,000 years ago, we were in an enormous evolutionary period on the earth where archaeologists, when they go dig up ancient sites, find out that they worshipped the goddess. They worshipped the feminine. They worshipped more of those fertility type energies that had to do with the female body being able to manifest and grow a human being in their body, and to be able to then move that human out into the world to be productive. And so that was considered a miracle then, and it is a miracle. But often we can forget what a miracle it is here in this day. So there was a lot of goddess worshiping, and God was referred to as a goddess. So everything was about fertility, the feminine divine, and the connection to Mother Earth. And then that cycle shifted to the masculine divine, which we've been experiencing the last 500 years. And it's been pretty rough. And it's been rough for all sides. So, okay. Let me get back to my notes. So it's been rough for all sides, and now we're moving into that more feminine cycle again. But again, it's like to have that powerful container and have the two work together. What Spirit is telling me is like, where we as a society is going to be able to go is beyond anything that you and I can dream of. So I'm excited about that. All right. So welcome, welcome. I say, yeah, thank you for all the birthday wishes. Happy new moon. Hi, Warrior Girl. I always forget to thank you, Warrior Girl. You're always such a cheerleader for us. I so appreciate all the ways that you acknowledge us and the work that we do. So, so I said this month, where balance is required to enter into the accelerated states of consciousness so that the tires do not blow out or fall off the car as you are increasing those higher speeds. So let me just share a little bit of another story with you. So in South Africa, the Zulu Sangomas are the medicine people. They're known as the traditional doctors. And as a matter of fact, they have more traditional doctors than they have uh, medical doctors. And so they're kind of the front line in the villages and out in the towns to help people to heal. So they do a lot in that country to help bring those two traditions together for the upliftment of the individual. So to go through Sangoma training, you must balance the Ndiki and the Ndao energy. So I'll just describe it as the Ndiki would be more like the sun, and the Ndao would be more like the moon. But it is an ancestral practice. So when you're going through Sangoma training, you must learn how to work with the Ndiki, that kind of sun energy, that red energy first. And how you do that is you start working with your male ancestors first. But the other thing that you do is that the student must wear all red, even put red clay on their skin to push up that powerful energy. Because it's probably not surprising to many of you, we live in kind of a suppressed state where that gets suppressed. We've also seen in our world when it gets expressed and not in the healthiest ways, that it can be quite violent. So for those who are going through the medicine training, traditional doctor training, they must need to learn how to harness that really powerful emotion and express it in powerful healing ways and divination ways and things like that. So you've got to learn how to manage that first. Now, I've talked to Sangomas over there, and some of them can learn how to manage it in 3 months. I talked to a Sangoma, said it took them 7 years to learn how to harness and work in positive ways with that red energy. So just imagine it's like some of you are going to learn how to manage your masculine divine within a few months, and there's going to be others of you that need to learn how to harness it, but it might take you quite a few years. So, and spiritually, many of you who are tuning in today, spiritually, what I've learned in all of these years and working with people who are spiritually developing, they all reach a certain point where suddenly they feel very angry, like there's just this rage, this red that's coming up. And often they will think something's wrong. I must not be very spiritual. I'm going to exaggerate all this a little bit just to make a point. It's like, I must not be I must not be spiritual. I must not have done my work because I feel angry. And it's actually the opposite. It's like you've done enough work that you can now get in touch with that red, right? That expressive, assertive red. So in the Sangoma tradition, you cannot move to the area as a traditional medicine person until you've learned how to manage that. And so that's what we're going through in the world right now. So let me just talk about let me just bring it back, dial it back a little bit here. So here we are heading towards the spring equinox. But then after the spring equinox, we're having this incredible, incredible solar eclipse that's coming through. And then after that, we're having a Jupiter Uranus combination relationship towards the end of April. And so it's almost like, well, it's not even like you're walking up a set of stairs and sitting and chatting and meeting with people on the stairs. It's like making this big leap, like you've just gone from the fifth floor, you've heard me talk about this, to the 50th floor. Like during this time frame between now and into May, there's going to be, I wouldn't say it's a flip, but it's definitely a leap. It's definitely a jump. So why am I talking about the male and female energy? Well, because you're spiritually developing, you've just catapulted yourself spiritually, humanity's being catapulted, and then all of a sudden, that strong masculine divine and that strong feminine divine, or the sun and the moon, the gentle, the assertive, however, whatever words you want to use to describe it, whew, that's going to open wide up, full throttle. So then how many of you are ready for it? So this is your work over the next couple of weeks, is to really, really work on getting those a little bit more balanced. So like I said at the end, I will be able to share an exercise that you can do. And I shared the exercise of the balloon, and that's still going to work really well as well. So when you're firmly standing on solid ground and you're able to blend both of them, it's not an individual power, it's a collective power that you are contributing to, where real change can happen, real change in the world can happen, and it will happen. So, so in my notes here, it's like, you can be in a female body and be male dominant. You can be in a male body and be female dominant. However, we are using both of those energies. So it's just like your skin gets warmed during the day by the radiance of the sun, and it cools at night from the receptiveness of the moon. And so again, the seed needs to be dormant until the sun sparks that radiance so that that flower can start to grow and blossom. So this is what's happening on the earth in a big, big way. Here in the West, in the United States, we can debate it a lot, but it's a feeling, it's a sense, it's an energy. Excuse me. It's not a thing. It's not a thing, but we are trying to find a language that better fits what we're going through right now. So in that language, so that you can hear it, so that you can allow it, so you can allow that blend to happen. Let me just kind of see here. Is this making sense? Is this making sense? And I love that, Lori. Thank you for adding that piece, saying that you are a female in a masculine dominant body, but you really also are enjoying the calming softness of both. So yeah, and like Deep Peace is saying, thank goodness for change. This male and female is going to be a catalyst for change. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, it's like, let's move to the energy piece. Okay, I know what exactly I'm trying to say. This is what Spirit told me once, a long time ago. It makes a lot of sense. Nancy, I said, I'm trying to understand this. I'm trying to understand it so I can integrate it. And this is what Spirit told me. It said, Nancy, sometimes you need to understand something to be able to allow it to integrate, to get into the flow, to allow you to move to the next level. But Nancy, there are other times where you need to make the leap to the next level so that you can understand what just happened. And the difference is, intuitively, what Spirit said is, only you, each and every one of you that are tuned into this video, only you're going to know whether you need to understand to make the leap or make the leap to understand. So this is where we are with the male and female energy. And so I cannot say enough about this book. It will help you tremendously. So in the February forecast, I talked about that balloon. When it's underfilled with air, that means that it doesn't have enough female energy and there's more male energy. And then when it can be hyperinflated, that there's too much female energy and the male energy is not high enough to contain all that air in the balloon. It's a very simplistic way to look at it. So it's going to be important for you to find your own way. Adele's like, what book? I missed the beginning. I think I already showed it again. Adele, I must have picked up on your vibe. Male and Female Energies, The Balancing Act by Mary Ellen Flora. All right. So the next 3 years are going to be what needs to be done to bring humanity into balance. Now, we are not meant to be perfectly in balance. We're meant to go through cycles. We're meant to at times express ourselves, and then there's times to listen. Talking too much can be an indicator of too much male energy, but it can also be an indicator of too much female energy. So anyway, you want to balance between the two. So in the next 3 years, we're going to be working more towards balance. Yes, the world. Yes, I know that the world is coming into balance, but for me personally, I work with the human energy field. The spring equinox means equal. So a lot of people don't know this. I didn't know this. It means equal light and day. So we're in this perfect transition right now to be working on balance. Following the solar eclipse on April 20th, we're going to have a flood of wisdom and knowledge that's going to be coming through. I will be talking about what's going to happen at the solar eclipse. I can only give you a hint. It has to do with our brain, our corpus callosum that is getting prepared to receive a higher level of wisdom and knowledge. And I'm super excited about that video that will be coming through. So we're going to move right into feeling our own masculine divine energy and feeling our own feminine divine energy. And I will say, if that gives you the wigglies, then say, I want to feel my own sun energy, or I want to express and feel the feminine energy, or the assertive, or the receptive, whatever words will allow you to understand it enough to have the experience. Or for others of you, you're just going to jump in the deep end, have this experience so it can help you find words. Does that make sense? The corpus what? So CORPUS. Is it COLL, colossum? I have to close my eyes to see the letter. COLLOSUM. Read about it. You're going to want to know a lot about it. That's all I can say. And I got this information from a new group of star beings, so I'm excited to share that too. So Enoch from Utah, I'm going to be in Utah in September at the Phenomenon conference. So I'm excited about that too. All right. So before we close our eyes, I just want to share that You have the feminine and you have the masculine. And in the lower two chakras of the body is where the reservoir of those energies are. So let's go ahead and close your eyes and turn within to those incredibly beautiful containers of your soul called the human body. Nice, nice. Say hello to that higher wise self called the higher self that resides outside the body, because your body's trying to figure out all this sun, moon, assertive, gentle, male, masculine, feminine. But right up there, your higher self is like, I'm already in balance. I'm just trying to help you bring the balance in the body. So ask your higher self to help you to balance your energies in this meditation. Beautiful. Now it's going to be important that we ground off the root chakra, the lower part of the body, because your masculine, feminine energies are very powerful energies. So we want to be able to have them nicely anchored. So pretend and imagine that either you've an image of a tree with roots or a fishing line with a weight at the end, a rainbow, eagles, whatever you want to imagine. Go ahead and create that imagination, which will trigger your intuition to connect at the area of the lower part of your body. And then that image is going to gently move through the room that you're in, from your body, through the floor, through the foundation, into the earth. And just imagine gravity pulling, pulling, pulling. You're creating that anchor. It's going to go through thousands of miles beneath the earth and then create another image to help really settle it at that magnetic core, or wrap around the magnetic core to help stabilize your grounding. Your grounding not only helps to stabilize you in your emotions, in your mental health, in your physical health, your spiritual health, not only helps to stabilize you in your entire movement throughout your day, it's also a channel to let go and release. So, right now, just set your intention that you have a desire for balance. So if there's any energy in your field that is out of balance, just set your intention that it's just going to drain right down the grounding to be recycled by Mother Earth. You don't have to think about it too much. You just set the intention. If I'm holding on to anything in my energy field that is interfering with my ability to express in my life in a balanced way, I'm just going to let any of that energy go. Wow, I'm looking out at all of you, and you're really just letting go of a lot very quickly. So now just set your intention that any color of cosmic energy, it's just going to rinse through your aura and again, rinse, dissolve, dissipate, flush it down your grounding. Any old stuck energy that might interfere with your ability to come fully into balance over the next few months. So, whatever color, just notice what you notice, what color is coming into the room where you are that best supports letting go of old, out of balance energies. It might be that beautiful blue light. Could be silver, gold, emerald green, rose quartz color, orange. Whatever color comes through, know that it's right for you. And now it's going to move right into the room, right through the top of your aura, the top of your head, and it's just going to flow through and easily and effortlessly dissolve any imbalances. Imbalances of the mind, imbalances of the voice, of the heart. Remind yourself of how old you are. Remind yourself of whatever date you're actually listening to this teaching. It's a little thick. I'm watching, and what's dissolving is a little thick. So it may feel like a bit slow, but you're all doing a really fantastic job. Just letting the cosmic energy dissolve it and flush it down your grounding. All right, so contained within the pelvis area of your being, whether you identify as male, whether you identify as female, whether you identify as neutral, in that area, there's this receptive energy, your own unique blend of the feminine divine. Imagine it is swirling around in the pelvis, just swirling. Just let it swirl around. See if you can feel or sense or see or know a color, but just let it swirl around in the pelvis. Notice if your body is really drawn to that energetic essence. And then go ahead and play with it. Let it flow right up through your body. Let it flow down your legs. Let it flow up through your back, your stomach, your chest. Let it flow across the shoulders. This is that feminine divine essence that's already inside your body. Let it flow down your arms, out your hands, up your neck, all the way through your head, out the top of the head, and then let that feminine elixir of divine essence then fill up your whole aura. So as it's swirling around, see if you can get a sense how it feels to you. Your own feminine divine energy held within your own body. If you are experiencing any discordant feelings, go ahead and drop them down your grounding. If it's stirring up some stuff that is slowing the flow, go ahead and drop it down your grounding. I could hear someone say, "It feels a bit strange." All right, so let's go ahead and let go of the feminine divine energy for now so that you can experience your own masculine divine essence. So remember, the masculine divine would be called Indiki, or in Asian medicine, it's called Yang energy. So let's go ahead, and it's right there in the pelvis. Let your masculine divine energy swirl around in your own pelvis. Notice what you notice, sense what you sense. Think about the masculine divine that inspires the tulip to grow and blossom. So allow it to swirl around, and now do the same thing. Let the masculine divine flow down your legs, up through your body, your shoulders, your arms and hands, up through the throat, the head, out the top of the head, and then allow the masculine divine to flow all through your aura. And if there are any uncomfortable feels, just drop them down your grounding. Let yourself tap into the beauty of this energy. If there's any discomfort, just let it drain down your grounding. Nice. Now, keep that masculine divine flowing. Now let's bring up the feminine divine, and you're going to just allow the feminine and the masculine energies within you, the essences, are going to flow, and just do this flowing dance throughout your whole body. Don't worry about the blend. Don't worry about if it's equal. Your spirit will help guide just how much of each of the flow is right for you and your body. So let that beautiful swirl in the pelvis of the male, the female, going down the legs, up the body, arms, shoulders, head. filling up your whole aura with your blend of masculine and feminine expression. Strengthen your grounding if you need to. Just send more energy to the center of the earth. Again, remind yourself of how old you are. Remind yourself of today's date that you're watching this lesson, this teaching. Thank your body. Thank your spirit. Thank the masculine and feminine divine essences. And whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes. So I would love to read in the comment section what your experiences are. And yeah, I always sit here afterwards and read your experiences. So before we finish up, I am going to be doing the spring equinox group reading event. I've been doing them for over, this is my 24th year. So once we have that up and the information up, we will let you know. So if you get on my mailing list at intuitivemind.org, you will be able to get notified first when that opens up. And also just to remind you that to look for my little symbol shifting teachings. They're only 2 to 3 minutes each, where I will call in or spirit brings a symbol and then lets me know or to how to express that for your healing for that day. So make sure that you don't miss out on all the insights and inspirations that are coming your way through that. And absolutely would love to have you comment on it, whether you, how it impacted you. It's all about healing. It's all about we are stronger together than we ever have been apart. It's all about this collective consciousness of balance and harmony as we strengthen and move beyond what we even thought was possible for ourselves or possible for our world, especially when we're looking at the chaos. So have my garbage truck coming by. So that's my cue to finish up the call. But thank you again so much. And I will see you live next week. Bye-bye, everyone.